know I love you, I'm your slave. You know that I need you night and day. Hey, 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 baby, why did you leave me?
Today's rig for the Lumix S5 IIX is built with efficiency in mind. The goal with this build was to be able to work quickly and seamlessly going from handheld to tripod. And if you want to build one of these rigs for yourself, all the parts are going to be in the description. Okay, so the base of this build is going to be the black Mamba cage from SmallRig. This cage fits perfectly on the S5 IIX, and when I mean perfectly, I mean perfectly. This cage is going to give us all our mounting points so we can attach all our accessories. Next, we're going to add the SmallRig universal holder for the external SSD on the left hand side pointed out so we don't block any of those ports. We're going to need access to those bad boys, so make sure you don't block them. Next, we're going to install the SmallRig safety rail at the top. It's the 1.57 inch one, so we could attach the monitor to the top quickly and efficiently. This is going to be the spot where we place our monitor. I just started using NATO rails on my rigs and I can't explain how much time it saved me. I used to have to screw in my other monitor clamp, and dude, every time I'd like put that in, I would not tighten it enough and it'd be shaking. It was just a nightmare. After this comes the SmallRig field monitor mount with the NATO clamp. Now all you gotta do is slide in your monitor and lock it in and you're ready to go. And to finish off the screwing bits, we're gonna add the Kessler quick stand so we can place our camera wherever we want without it toppling over. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, you really don't need this part, it's just an extra little accessory. I like to use it because I use a 24-70 a lot and my camera always topples over and I don't want to be damaging my lens. And the second benefit about it for me is that it has the Arca Swiss at the bottom, so I can literally just drop it in a tripod, lock it in, and I'm ready to go. If you don't want to get that, just get the newer quick release plate and adapter set, and it'll convert your tripod to Arca Swiss and you'll get a long plate, so even if you place your camera down, it'll probably still hold it in place. So that's cheaper, it'll save you a couple bucks, and just check it out. Now all you have to do is slide in your SSD and connect all the cables to the monitor and the SSD. I would recommend you guys to get a smaller USB-C to USB-C cable for the SSD into the camera, because the long one that comes with my T7 is very long and it puts a lot of tension on the ports. So I'm gonna order one, I hope you guys order one too. And the HDMI cable I'm using is the Kondor Blue HDMI cable. And just like that, our first rig is done. The setup is light, quick to set up, and you get all the added benefits. Before I start this build, I have to address that I can't take credit for this one. This build is inspired by Caleb Pike's perfect camera rig video with just a couple differences. Make sure you check out his build because he has actual focus motors on him if you use cinema lenses. Make sure you check it out. I can't take credit for this one. Thank you, Caleb, for the inspiration. This build is perfect for full day shoots because you can run the whole rig off one big V-mount battery. So the substitution I made was getting the SmallRig V-mount battery adapter plate with the power supply splitter. After that, you're going to need the SmallRig quick release Arca-Type base and plate, the SmallRig camera base plate with the rod rail clamp, a set of 15mm rods, and then piece them together to make the core of the rig. You're also going to need a dummy battery for the monitor and a dummy battery for the camera. Okay, now we're just going to attach the quick release plate directly onto the cage so we can drop this into the core rig that we just built. The awesome part about this is that you can remove the core rig from this whole setup just by pulling that clamp. So if you want to have a smaller footprint, you just pull it off and then you have it all in your hands, which is pretty sick. Building rigs is always fun, but most importantly, make sure you go outside and shoot something with it. See you guys on the next one. Peace.